If eggs cost 12 cents a dozen, how much do 100 eggs cost?
If eggs 12 cents a dozen, and you want 100 eggs or whatever, that would be what? That's what, 10 times 12? So that would be what, 100, I think, what, 10 times 12 or what, 90? So it'd be like 90 eggs with 100 of them.
What's up, everybody? I am Jasprit Singh. I'm walking the streets to see what people know and don't know about money. Ready? Let's go! What is inflation?
Gentrification.
Inflation is...
Gentrification.
Tell me what inflation is.
Inflations. Society, basically. Inflations. What is inflations? How do we describe inflations? Where do the government say we inflate? No.
It's the tendency for the increase of the price of consumer goods.
We have events after events every day.
Things become so popular and people are able to make an extra dollar.
So therefore, hunger, sickness, it was in this world when I came and it's going to be here when I leave.
Things go up in price.
So therefore, it's going to be very hard to straighten those things out.
There's basically more money produced than the economy can justify through actual value and equity.
Fill in the blank.
Okay.
Saving your money in the bank is a blank investment.
Well, because the bank now could use your money. They passed that law for 2014. So if you put money, you're only allowed to put no more than $100,000 in there. Anything other than that, the bank have the right to use your money to pay off their debt. Oh. Yeah.
Keeping your money in the bank is a terrorist investment. Yeah. I would say at this point in time.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, definitely. Where are my blanks again? Where are the blanks? Is a blank investment? Is a reasonable investment?
A blank investment.
Blank investment.
Blank.
Blank. Saving your money in the bank is a blank investment.
You have no right to, the bank can take everything you have, Go back and read it.
Wise.
I want to say smart investment.
So saving my money in the bank is
The government can come in, the bank can come in, if we're going to seize and they need to pay their debt off, the bank can take all your money and pay their debt off.
Don't trust them. Save your money in cash. Buy goats and land.
If eggs cost 12 cents a dozen, how much do 100 eggs cost?
If eggs 12 cents a dozen, and you want 100 eggs or whatever, that would be what? That's what, 10 times 12? So that would be what, 100, I think, what, 10 times 12 or what, 90? So it'd be like 90 eggs with 100 of them. So yeah, round up in there.
Okay. Yeah.
$1.
12 cents a dozen, 100 eggs, $12.
$12.
$12.
Man, so what, you want me to divide 12 into 100 and then multiply that by 12
I'm not
cents?
telling you what to do.
I mean, I could tell you how to figure it out.
12 cents a dozen? 120? Wait. 12 cents per 12. I don't want to do that in my head. It's got to be like $80.
$80.
144.
I'm gonna go with $1.
Learn math, learn emotion too.
Yeah.
Learn math and emotion.
Yeah, because one without the other is pretty useless. It's kind of like the male without the feminine and the feminine without the masculine, and
That makes sense.
The good without the bad and the bad without the good. It's all about balance.
Right,
Wait, how do we
right.
not know this already? I'm like some 35-year-old punk on the streets of San Francisco, and I know that it's all about balance. Who the are the politicians? I thought these were the people we're supposed to be looking up to, and I'm giving better advice than a leader of the world? What kind of state are we in right here, man? Smoke a goddamn joint and learn something. Don't do math. Love each other.
So let's say you were taking a loan for $1. Would you rather pay back $1.05 or $1 plus 3%?
I would $1.05. I'm talking about I want a good credit rating.
Actually, what's smaller, $1.05 or $1 plus 3%?
The first one. Yeah, definitely.
I would take $1.05 and keep it for a long time. Yeah.
It'd be $1.03, so then $1.03 with 3%. But it would have to be on the date that it's due.
Right, it's total amount.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll show you how much I would care to get in return. Like, this is how much I care about 3 cents versus 5 cents right here.
Don't do that, man. I think that's illegal.
It is. It totally is. I plan on burning $1 million someday.
I'm pretty sure this is illegal.
Dollar plus 3%.
Why?
Because it's 3% of a dollar and not 5%.
I mean, if it were a bank, I would rather pay back more because then I'm just going to end up increasing my credit rating, essentially. Shows good faith. But yes, if it were an individual.
So you would rather pay more money to the bank so you can increase your credit?
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Yo, currency, authority, the government, violence, prisons, slavery, abolish it all, be human.
Delegislate. Marijuana does not need to be legal. It needs to be delegislated.
Open the
People
borders.
don't get in trouble. We don't need to have permission to do things.
$1.05.
Because that's a lower amount, right?
Yes.
Well, I have no choice. It depends on the bank on the loan. So yeah, the $1.03, but now it's $1.08 on a dollar now.
Depends on who's giving it to me. Who's giving me the loan?
Me.
I'd give you $1.08 because I don't ask loans without, just cause, and I'm good for it. So I pay fat on the interest rate to friends.
Sooner or later, that's why they're gonna get rid of pennies, and they're just gonna use the magic 10. Because the pennies is delete really.
What's the magic 10?
10 cents, a nickel and dime, coin, silver. So they're gonna get rid of copper.
How much money would you need to retire today and never work another day in your life?
Living in San Francisco? Dude.
$3,500.
$3,500.
Correct.
So if I gave you $3,500 today, you would never work again?
It depends what you consider work, but yes.
$1 million.
How much money would you need to retire today and never work another day in your life?
Well, that defines the money, how I'm looking at it. So, I can have $1 and be happy, and I can have $1 million and be miserable. So that doesn't define me. It's who I am, and within my inner world must be complete for me to understand my outer world, to accept that.
Huh.
I can't even imagine that you could measure an amount of money that you would need to retire today and never have to work again, because the rate of inflation seems like it increases so exponentially that you wouldn't even be able to predict the amount of money that you would need that far in the future to live the rest of your life without working ever again.
Between 3 and 5 million for a relatively comfortable lifestyle, but not crazy.
I don't know how to calculate inflation. There's probably people that do, but I feel like everything's so unstable. How would you really know? So I think then it doesn't come down to a monetary value, but rather how you're going to choose to live your life.
My goal is quite crazy. I want a big mansion, so I think like $100 million.
Money is a misconstrued medium of exchange, and the true medium of exchange is participation. If we're here, we're all doing each other how we want to be done, then we all should be taken care of.
$200K, depending on what I was trying to do, where I was trying to do it, and, planning in advance.
San Francisco, you have been great. What city should I come to next? Let me know in the comments below. And it's crazy. We use money every single day of our lives, but most of us are never taught how money works. That's why I wrote an ebook on money and investing. It's completely free, and you can read it on our website by clicking the link in the caption below. And every single week we release new videos on money, entrepreneurship, and business on our Minority Mindset YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe, and as always, keep hustling.